The topic I have for you, like I said earlier, is clauses. Definition of clauses and phrases. Majority of students, they don't know the difference between clauses and phrases. And majority, they don't know what clauses are and they don't know what phrases are. At the end of this lecture, I believe you'll be able to know the differences between clauses and phrases. Now, let me define the term clauses for you. What is clause? Clauses. Plural form, call it clauses. Now, clauses are a group of words that express meaningful thoughts and ideas. Clauses are a group of words that express meaningful thoughts and idea. Yes, clauses are a group of words that express meaningful thoughts and idea. Another definition: clauses are a group of words that have finite verbs. Group of words that have finite verbs. Now you can see I underlined finite verbs. I'm still going to define what finite verb is for you. Now before that, let us look at phrases. Definition of phrases. Okay, definition of phrases. Definitions of phrases. Look up, everybody. Phrases are a group of words that doesn't express meaningful thoughts and idea. You can also define phrases as a group of words that doesn't have finite verb. So that is, phrases do have non-finite verb. They don't have finite verb. Now let us look at examples of clause. Examples of clause. Okay, number one, she dances well. 2. She dances well. 2. He sings good songs. 3. I am a good teacher. 4. They are playing. They are playing on the field. They are playing on the field. All these are examples of clause. Why do we call it clause? Because they convey what? Meaningful thought and idea. She dances well. It has meaning. He sings good songs. It has meaning. I am a good teacher. It has meaning. They are playing on the field. It has meaning. So all these sentences, all these expressions convey what? Meaningful thought and idea. So we refer to them as what? As clauses. Okay? Now let us look at phrase. Examples of phrase. Look at this. On the road. On the road. What happened on the road? We don't know. So this is not a complete what? Complete statement. This is a phrase. On the road. 2. On the roof. On the roof. What happened on the roof? We don't know. Then 3. Dancing is here. Dancing is here. What is the meaning of dancing is here? It's a phrase. It doesn't convey what? Meaningful expression. How can dancing be here? Okay? Then another one. She speak good English. This is a phrase. Why can I say she speak? It's supposed to be she speaks. Okay? So it can be she speak good English. So we can consider this as what? As a phrase. Because if you look at this expression, it's not properly arranged. Okay? Now, earlier I told you that clauses are what? They are group of words that have what? Finite verbs. Now what is the definition of finite verbs? If we're talking about finite verbs, these are verbs that doesn't agree with their subjects in numbers and in persons. Okay? Then I said earlier that phrase or phrases are a group of words that doesn't have finite verb. They have what? Non-finite verbs. What is the definition of non-finite verbs? Non-finite verbs, these are verbs that doesn't agree with their what? With their subjects in terms of numbers and in persons. Alright. Now, I would like to pass this across to you. If we're talking about clauses can be likened to what? To finite verbs. Okay? Do you get me now? Then we're talking about phrases. Phrases can be likened to what? Non-finite verb. Okay? Now, let's look at definition of finite verb. Finite verbs. I've defined it, but I need to write it for you to see. Finite verbs are verbs that agrees with their subjects in number and in person. Okay, examples. Okay, he beats his brother. He beats his brother. Okay, the final verb here is beats. Beats. That's the final verb here. Beats. Okay? I can also call this lexical verb. Okay? He beats his brother. 2. She does her assignments. She does her assignments by herself. By herself. Now, this is the final verb we have here. Okay, does. Okay, this is the verb. This is the final verb. So there is what? There is agreement between what? Between the subject and what? And the verb. And if you look at the structure of these two sentences, you discover that there is agreement between the subject and the verb. So that is about finite verb. Now let us look at non-finite verbs. Non-finite verb. Non-finite verb. Non-finite. Definitions of non-finite verb. Non-finite verbs are verbs that doesn't agree with their subjects, a number, and a person. They don't agree with the subjects, number, and person. Examples of non-finite verb. Non-finite verb. What are the examples? They don't agree. Look at this. Going to the market. Always. Okay, 2. Eating. It's my hobby. Okay. 3. Non-finite verb. To dance. I cherish. To dance. I cherish. You see, these are examples of non-finite verbs. Now let us look at the features of finite verb and non-finite verbs. Features of finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Okay. Now let us look at finite verb features of finite verbs. Number 1, they agree with their subjects. Their subjects in number and in person. Okay? Number 2, all past tense verbs are finite verbs. They are finite verbs. Past tense verbs. They are finite verbs. Okay, that is all lexical verbs, past tense lexical verbs. They are finite verb. 3. all auxiliary verbs. All what? Auxiliary verbs. All auxiliary verbs are finite verbs. Finite verbs. Okay, you all know what auxiliary is all about. We're talking about auxiliaries, auxiliary verbs. These are what? They are helping verbs. Okay, so when you see any auxiliary in a sentence, okay, you will know that such sentence is what? Is a finite verb. Okay, 4. Finite verbs changes from present tense to past tense. Also, they change from past tense to present tense. Okay, that is about that. Okay, all these are features of finite verbs. Number 1, they agree with their subject in number and in person. Number 2, all past tense verbs are finite verbs. 3, all auxiliary verbs are finite verbs. 4, finite verbs changes form. That is, they can change from present tense to past tense. Also, they change from what? From past tense to present tense. Okay, now let's proceed. Let us look at the features of non-finite verbs. Features of non-finite verbs. Number 1 feature. Non-finite verb non-finite verbs don't agree with their subjects in number and in person. Okay? 2, they are in gerund form. They are in gerund form. They are in gerund form. That is, what do I mean by gerund? Gerunds are verbs that ends with ing. Whenever you see gerund, that is a continuous verb that starts a sentence, you should know that such can be referred to as what? As a phrase. Okay? Gerund, example, e.g., dancing, jumping, eating, etc., and so on and so forth. Once any of these starts sentence, so sentence is referred to as what? As a phrase. Mind you, I said phrase can be likened to what? Non-finite verb. Okay? Now let us use any of these in sentence. Let us look at some sentence. Dancing is my hobby. Now, dancing is my hobby. This is a phrase. It's a phrase. Why do I call it a phrase? Because the word dancing starts this what? This expression. Eating is what I cherish most. Okay? Although we have auxiliary verb here, is, okay? We have past tense verb. We can't consider this as what? As a clause. Because we have the word eating. The word eating starts this sentence. So this is what? Is a phrase. Eating is what I cherish most. Okay? Now, another feature of non-finite verb, they are to infinitive or to infinite. Okay? Whenever you see any sentence that starts with to dance, to walk, to jump, okay, refer to such as what as phrase. Okay, we have to dance, to eat, to jump, to run, etc., etc. Okay, refer to such as what? As phrase. 4. They are participles. They are participles. Okay? They are participles. You all know what participles is all about. Giving. Let's see. For example, we have it like this. Giving, beating, greeting, etc. Okay? They are participles. Okay. Now, we want to look at some sentences. I'm going to write some sentences on the board. Then I will let you to know which one is what? Phrase and clause. So I would like you to sit down and focus on what I'm passing across to you. Number 1. Eating together. With the man. Eating together with the man. 2. She bites her finger. Another one. The issue on the ground. The issue on the ground. 4. My teacher. My teacher called me yesterday. Another one. The ugly blind man. Okay? Now let us look at these 5 sentences. We want to say, I would like you to know the ones that are phrase and the ones that are clause. Now, look at number 1. Eating together with the man. Eating together with the man. Look at the word eating. The word eating is what? Is a gerund. It starts this particular sentence. So eating together with the man. This is what? This is a phrase. This is a phrase. This expression is a phrase. It's a phrase. Okay? It's a phrase. It's a phrase. Now look at another one. She bites her finger. She bites her finger. Now, she bites her finger. This is what? This is a clause. Clause. Because this expression, you can get the meaning. She bites her finger. Okay? We have what? We have finite verb there. Then we have another one, the issue on the ground. The issue on the ground. If you look at the expression, we don't have any verb there. The issue on the ground. And this particular expression is not a complete statement. So this is what? This is a phrase. This is a phrase. Phrase. Now look at that one. My teacher called me yesterday. My teacher called me yesterday. Look at this. This is what? This is a clause. This is a clause. This is a clause. Why? Because you have called here. Called. All past tense verbs are what? They are final verb. So this is what? Clause. Another one. The ugly blind man. The ugly blind man. This is a what? This is a phrase. This is a phrase. Let me add one to the examples. Get it? I am a good boy. I am a good boy. This is a clause. Clause. This is a clause. Why do we call it clause? Because we have final verb here. I mean auxiliary verb. Yes, auxiliary verb. Am. I am a good boy. And that expression, you're able to what? To know what this expression is all about. It has meaning to you. I am a good boy. Okay? Let's assume we just remove this am. And we have I, a good boy. We consider that as what? As a phrase. Are you see? But since we have am there, it's what? It makes the what? The sentence to the what? To be meaningful.